How could it be that some people find it so hard to forgive? To forgive you for taking my teddy bear and never giving it back. To forgive you for taking my blanket and bringing it back dirty. To forgive you for lying to me, telling me you were going to be with your best friend when you were really with mine. The violation of trust, the deception, the taking of what was precious and stomping on it like stomping on a still lit cigarette as if it didn't matter. It's one thing to forgive your petty quirks, the snoring, the using my sweaters, the being late for every date. After everything I did for you and you treat me like this. But taking her from me, my best friend since first grade, and seducing her with your wicked charm. So arrogant, so unaware that you had impact on others. Your selfishness crept into my bed and kept me awake at night, ruminating on the details of your deceit, wondering why I ever trusted you. You broke me and there was nothing that you could do about it. You had the happiness and I had the pain. You were always so happy with her, and I was always so dejected watching both of you. Should I stay by your side or just run? Maybe I just wanted to run away forever and not come back. I was beginning to go crazy not wanting to be by your side anymore. Every night I would pray to the Lord for the strength and for the forgiveness, to have me try and understand why you had done this, to make me see that maybe it wasn't such a big deal. Until one morning when you told me the reason you had done this. I began to cry. I felt that the inside of my body had just broken, like dropping a glass cup and not being able to put the pieces back together, but instead having to sweep it up and throw it in the damn trash. Was this all worth saving? Was it worth saving the smiles that we had on a sunny day? The laughter we had every time we would tell each other a stupid joke? The love we would show each other every day we talked? Lord, how I missed you. But should I have to take some blame for this? I know none of this was my fault, but I get to think that I could have done something to prevent this. You never suffered like I did. But you had everything you wanted. You had her and she had you, and I had no one. There were so many days where I felt like my heart was never gonna stop hurting. Like I could just get a band-aid and put it on the broken pieces to see if they would heal. But they never did. There were days I would block those feelings and push them down to the bottom of my heart like a chunk of mud and just move on with my day pretending that my hands weren't still so caked with all that mud. But it would all come back. The memories of you and I. I was like a little kid waiting for the weekends to come because they knew they could play their video games. And I just couldn't wait to see you again. You made me feel protected. Every time I gave you a hug, I didn't want you to let go. But eventually you did. And you let go of everything that we had. I didn't like you because you were perfect. I liked you because you were imperfect and so was I. I liked how your eyes would always brighten up every time you'd see me, or how your frowns would turn into smiles when I smiled at you. I thought that we'd always have this trust and that sense of belonging, that we'd always be by each other's side, but you took that away. You took that trust away. You were the reason I was in this mess. The kind of mess a girl has in the mornings when her hair and her makeup is all over the place. A state of mind no one could understand. You were the reason I would cry myself to sleep every night and leave black stains of mascara on my white pillows. I thought the pain was over until I spoke of your name and how things were before this whole thing turned upside down. I started to turn to the only possible remedy that there was. Staying up late at night and sneaking out the house, carrying my lit cigarette in one hand and a bottle of whiskey in the other. They tore me apart, but not once did you ask if I was okay. One day, I ran into you and you said it had caused us both pain. But what pain did it cause you? Did you ever wonder if you could have me back? If you could have back all the love that I showed you? Did you ever care about the tears I shed for you? Did you ever shed any tears after that? Because after that, I didn't. I was strong. I was able to withstand the pain because I knew I was never going to get you back. And I know I said some words that I shouldn't have, and my words were not that from a kind person, but I was still hurt from what you had done. I learned to cope with the pain, and honestly, not once did it cross my mind to forgive you. I mean, why would I? You broke me into pieces. You made me suffer day and night. You made me cry. The damage had already been done. There was a broken girl on the inside dying to come out, but there was nothing she would do. Because all I would remember were those damn lies. I mean, don't get me wrong. I miss you like hell. But I can't bear thinking of the lies you told me. Now all I have are the memories of you and I. I see you around and I used to think that you were so smart. Now you just seem so small. But I figure that at that moment you had no heart. I made this into such a mess, and I had never felt so alone. I realized that life goes on, but I can't move on unless I forgive myself. Forgive you? Never. But to forgive myself? Always. I forgive myself for all those sleepless nights, for all the times I cried, and for all the times I rubbed it in your face of what I was feeling, for all the times I wanted to be gone. I forgave myself to find that peace within myself, to be able to move on and live my life. I've learned to live without you, and trust me, I'm better than I was before. I guess everything happens for a reason, but you really did hit two birds with one big stone. But I want to thank you for that. Thank you for those wonderful days I got to spend by your side. And even though it ended unexpectedly, thank you for showing me how to forgive myself. And even when there doesn't go one day where I don't think about this, when I do, I just smile. Because the pain is gone. You taught me. Now that I have forgiven you, I no longer feel that anger towards you. Because you did offer me one of the best experiences ever. I don't regret any of the choices I made because I learned from him. We've learned to keep this friendship sane, and I thank you for that. After everything, you never left my side, and now you always worry about me and worry how I'm doing. You check up on me from time to time, and I cannot thank you enough for that. This is why forgiving you and forgiving myself has been one of the best decisions in my life.